X2, X-Men United. Even 16 years later, it's still a highlight, a shining example of the franchise. In this video, we'll observe one scene that proves this true. Let's dive into the most well-crafted sequence in X2 and perhaps the entire franchise thus far. Pyro meets and connects with Magneto. Immediately, the story is told simply by the blocking of the characters. Bobby and Rogue in the foreground, Magneto and Mystique in the background, and caught between two sides, the middle ground, is John, aka Pyro. The X-Men, stoic, focused. In contrast, Magneto and Mystique are laughing, nonchalant, relaxed, flippant. The essence of the two factions conveyed, at least the essence that will drive this conflict. Rogue notices their behavior. Magneto, self-amused, flippant, dismissive.
We love what you've done with your hair.
Hey.
Rogue, indignant, vengeful, rips her glove off. Bobby, calm, diffusive, self-restraining, holds her back. The gloves, figuratively and literally, symbolize Rogue's power. Bobby's restraint is the essence of Charles Xavier's philosophy. Use abilities measuredly and for purpose. The betterment of all, not self-indulgence. Rogue's self-indulgence and vengeance are stayed by the hand of Xavier's teachings. Magneto feigns sadness. That Ian McKellen is a great actor goes without saying. Take note as we continue of his muted expressiveness, an aspect of the character story of Eric Lenscher being told.
Come on, let's go.
Bobby and Rogue leave, effectively removing Xavier's influence, leaving John with Magneto's.
So, they say you're the bad guy.
They say, a statement of Magneto's reputation with Xavier, not personal beliefs. A split between John and the X-Men. Notice character sight lines. Where characters look in this sequence crafts story. For example,
Is that what they say?
Magneto isn't looking at John. He's amused by the statement but could not be bothered. Self-assurance. John looks to Magneto's helmet.
It's a dorky looking helmet. What's it for?
Now, Magneto looks at John, slighted. Recall Rogue's gloves. Her gloves symbolize her abilities. The helmet symbolizes Magneto. John challenges his power.
This dorky looking helmet is the only thing that's going to protect me from the real bad guys.
Traits of pride, assurance of ideology. Magneto pulls John's lighter to himself, a power flex. John's sightline, staring at Magneto, his power taken, his identity challenged. The lighter symbolizes John's power. These are power moves now, no pun intended. Magneto's sights on the lighter.
What's your name?
Still not acknowledging John.
John?
John's sights on the flame. We'll come back to this.
What's your real name, John?
Magneto's sight acknowledges John and conveys his mutant superiority, your real name. John is human. John sights Magneto, then the lighter. Drawing the flame to his hand, flexing his power, taking it back.
Pyro.
Note the contrast.
John?
His sights are on the flame. His power in the foreground, but his human name said low, in the background, hesitant, distant.
Pyro.
His sights on the flame, but close, relishing, assured, excited. And Pyro's not alone. Magneto's excited. His sights on the flame, eyes wide, a slight smirk.
Quite a talent you have there, Pyro.
Indulging in another's mutanthood and power. Again, Ian McKellen, conveying Magneto's character and story impact. His performance understated, but not undercooked. Never broad or exaggerative, but restrained. Broad and exaggerative are viable performance dynamics, but restraint speaks to Magneto's emotionally poised character. John retreats from Magneto's indulgence.
I can only manipulate the fire. I can't create it.
Highlighting limitations. What vast power has restrictions? Magneto's sights slowly lift from the flame to the mutant, acknowledging not his power, not John, but Pyro.
You are a god among insects. Never let anyone tell you different.
Mutant superiority, mutanthood acceptance, humanity dismissive, power indulgent, unwavering. All characteristics conveyed in one line to a young mutant, shackled, restrained, limited, completely John, pushed by Magneto to manifest Pyro. Close up on the lighter, an avatar of power. Rogue's gloves, Magneto's helmet, Pyro's lighter. Magneto, literally and figuratively, giving power back. Pyro, contemplatively, receiving. Charles brings out John. Magneto brings out Pyro. Charles limits. Magneto sets loose. This scene conveys Xavier's philosophy, Magneto's philosophy, and those caught in the middle, conveying a dynamic character in Magneto, a muted but no less expressive, dynamic performance from Ian McKellen, presenting a disillusioned and aimless mutant receiving keys to freedom. Blocking, character performance, sightlines, intentional framing. This scene, well crafted, dynamic, perhaps the best scene in the X-Men franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider heading on over to my Patreon page and becoming a patron. Not only will you be helping to support me and the channel, you'll also gain access to exclusive content and benefits such as early access, my Discord server, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and other videos that I have on my channel, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there, such as my short films, Assassin of the Flame and Yin and Yang, reactions, other breakdowns and essays, reviews, all that good stuff that's on there, and much more to come. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.